What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's been quite a while. I've been super busy and also super freaking lazy. So, I mean, what else is new? What are we going to do about it? You know what we're going to do about it? We're going to review a film today. A film that I love. One of my favorite films of all time. Definitely one of my favorite epics of all time. And it's going to be The Last Samurai with Tom Cruise. This movie, I don't think this movie gets enough love, first of all. I think that the romanticism of samurai is very appealing and is shot with much respect and is, oh man, it's just beautiful to watch. And Tom Cruise in the film has such a good arc. Like, this is the definition of epic minus the massive years pass. A traditional epic will have a character start at one spot, years will pass, he'll end in a different spot with a big, fast arc, therefore an epic. This is a war epic, in which case there is a character with a short amount of time with a big arc with a bunch of war mixed in between. But it is shot in a very epic manner, and it's slow in an epic fashion. It is very slow. It's a long-ass movie. It's like 3 hours long. I don't want to... I'm just going to jump into spoilers, because if you're here, you've seen The Last Samurai. So let's do it. Let's start with Tom Cruise. I think Tom Cruise in this movie is incredible. I think his first part, the early parts of the movie where he's a drunk and he's obviously a worn-told soldier from America, and he's been fighting the Indians for years, and he's survived all these battles, and he has this diary or journal that he keeps, and he writes everything down, and he's got PTSD, basically, in the sense that he regrets what he's done, not in the sense that he has well, he does have it a little bit where he has bad nightmares and can't handle the things that he's done because he's a student of war, right? And his character and Ken Watanabe's character, Katsumoto, are mirrors of each other from completely different cultures. So Tom Cruise is an American. He thinks of life one way. Katsumoto is a Japanese samurai leader and war chief who thinks of life in a completely different way. So what kicks this off is Tom Cruise gets recruited by his old general to go to Japan to train their army. So it starts off real basic. He's training the army, and shit goes wrong. They fight the samurai. They lose, drastically. And Katsumoto has a vision or a dream where he sees a tiger fighting off everybody, and he sees it in Tom Cruise. So he keeps Tom Cruise, takes him back to his village. And this is where the movie really slows down for some people, but for me, the world building and the culture and getting to see everything through Tom Cruise's eyes is very relatable to an American audience, because Tom Cruise is a American, actor, superstar, so we get to see Japanese culture romanticized, heavily romanticized. It's worth saying that it may be like that in Japan, but it's the way it is shot and told, it's very romanticized. So, getting to see the Japanese culture and seeing it through Tom Cruise's eyes, and we're listening to him narrate his diary or journal, is very, very fun to me, because it's something completely different than what I'm used to. I get to see it through his eyes and Katsumoto's eyes, and I think there's a lot to be said for the actress who plays. He murders her husband, and she takes care of him. It's also Katsumoto's sister. Her name is Koyuki on IMDb. No last name. I'm not sure if she doesn't have a last name. I don't know. She plays Taka. For a character who has maybe 8 lines in the whole movie, and is in the movie a lot, she just doesn't talk ever, hardly ever, because she feels, well, I think it has something to do with the Japanese culture that females are maybe understated a little bit. I mean, it's obviously a little bit misogynistic, that lifestyle, even though it is from hundreds and hundreds of years ago. She doesn't say much, and when she does say something, it's very, very important. So her arc and the way that her like facial expressions are just, they're just incredible to me. I mean, I just love the way that she handles herself in this movie. She's incredible. I don't know what else she's in, but I'd love to see it. There's so many great scenes in this film that just make you feel something. I mean, it's incredible. Edward Zwick, the director, just knows how to pull it out of you with the score and the way that he's telling the story. So, the scene where he is in the rain and the two children are playing with the wood swords, or like practice swords, and it's raining and he's messing with the kids, just kind of, you know, having a good time. Nobody accepts him there, right? And the lead samurai, like trainer guy, like the best warrior, comes by, and it's like this really built up, like the score is really soft, and then it builds and it builds, and they're fighting each other, but obviously Tom Cruise is way outmatched. That scene, if that scene doesn't make you feel something, there's something wrong with you. 100%. You might want to go get that checked out. But that scene, along with the battle scenes and the practice and slowly getting accepted by the culture, just, God, it's so good. It just feels so great to me. It's incredible. The overall arc of the story, I know it deviates heavily from the real life true events. From, it's not an American, it's a different, I think it's maybe a French soldier, maybe, I can't remember. But the way that Zwick handles the transitions and showing the culture, and then Tom Cruise like falls in love with the Japanese samurai way, and he falls in love with Taka and Katsumoto, and he loves all the people there. One of the best scenes in the entire movie, and it almost made me cry. It really did. I did cry in this movie, but it's not this scene. It's when they're fighting the big battle at the end of the movie. It's the Japanese American trained soldiers versus the samurai. The samurai are defeated, but they're going to go in and try to die with honor, die in battle, instead of becoming prisoners or dying in prison or whatever. So what happens is they have the big battle. Everybody's going to die, like they're almost dead. Katsumoto's about to die. Tom Cruise is somehow alive because he's Tom Cruise. And the war general, who's calling the fire and ceasefire, calls a ceasefire. And the main antagonist, whose name I can never remember, says, "What are you doing? Fire, fire, fire." And he says, no, he won't fire. And Katsumoto's there, and he's about to commit seppuku, where he kills himself. And you see him, and the war general takes off his hat, and it's real slow. And he bows down to his knees, and he shows his respect for Katsumoto. It's such a strong and powerful scene. Like, if that doesn't make you well up inside and give you the chills, I'm serious, man. This is a seriously great scene. It's so slow and it's so perfect, and the score is amazing, which leads to the best scene in the entire movie, which is when Tom Cruise goes in to see the Emperor. Okay, he's all beat up. He's been shot a bunch of times. He's got Katsumoto's sword. He's taking it to the Emperor. Okay, he's going to tell the Emperor, Katsumoto died for what he believed in. Here is his sword. Take it. This sword has protected you for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? So he takes it to him. He gets on his knees, and this is insane, right? The Emperor does not get up for anybody. The Emperor doesn't talk to people. The Emperor is a living god in this series, right? As far as Japan goes, especially in that time. So he comes up, he gives him his sword, and the main antagonist, God, what is his name? Well, Omura. Yeah, Omura. Okay. Omura, the main antagonist, is saying, "This man fought against you. This man is seeing deceit against you." And then Tom Cruise lays this great line on him, which comes straight from Katsumoto. And this is his full arc, because in the beginning of the story, Tom Cruise cannot understand why a man would take his life for his honor. Why would Katsumoto kill himself for his honor? So this is what happens. He holds the sword out, and he goes, "Emperor, if you see me as your enemy, I will gladly take my life." What a powerful scene, right? It gets better. That's not the end of it. So I will take my life if you believe you're my enemy, right? Which is an exact thing that Katsumoto was saying. And that's the arc from American to Samurai. His arc's done, the rest of this is epilogue, but the epilogue is incredible. So, the Emperor grabs his sword. He stands up. He gives this great speech about how I've wanted to unify Japan for a long time, but I need to do what's right for my people. And he goes to Omura and he goes, "You have done quite enough. I am going to seize your assets and give it as a gift to my people." And then Omura chimes back just as loud, "You dare to shame me?" And then he says it, he goes, "If the shame is too unbearable, I give you this sword." Right, he's telling him to commit seppuku, kill yourself if you really are that shamed. And he bows down, and that is the difference between Omura, Tom Cruise, and Katsumoto. So Omura refuses the Japanese way. He has adopted the American culture where you accept life over honor, whereas Tom Cruise has gone the other way and accepted the Japanese way of life where you accept honor over death. So that is the big arc of the story. It's the big epic ending. And then the very last punch that makes me cry every goddamn time. I know I'm a big ass girl, but that's okay. Here is the final scene. He comes down. The Emperor gets on his knees. The Emperor does not kneel to anybody. He is the Emperor, guys. Okay? So, he kneels in front of Tom Cruise. He does not kneel, okay? He kneels in front of Tom Cruise. He's holding the sword. "Tell me how he died." Tom Cruise looks him in the eye. You don't look the Emperor in the eye. Looks him in the eye and goes, "I will tell you how he lived." Makes me cry like a little girl every time. The first time I saw this movie, it was at 2 in the morning, and I was so enthralled I couldn't sleep, and I was crying like a freaking little baby. God, what a movie this is. What an incredible movie. If you have not seen it, and you watch this review, you ruined the whole movie for yourself, but you should watch it. And if you have watched it, you need to watch it again, because it's one of the best epic movies of our time. Tom Cruise is incredible. The whole cast is incredible. Man, I love this movie. If you want to see anything else on this channel, please let me know. Leave a like, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitter. It'll be in the description below, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Later.